Hi, welcome back to Lauralign. Today I'm going to lead you through a whole bunch of stretching, so even more stretching than usual today, so it's a good one if you're already tired. For me, I feel like I'm already tired tomorrow. Wear something comfy and meet me on your mat. Also, I got this new microphone and it makes me feel like a pop star. So I got that going for me. Hello, welcome back. Today's practice is going to be super stretchy, so wear your comfy clothes. In this case, these are my pajamas, or at least the pants are. Bring a pillow today for sure, and right away we're going to start off on the back. So you can stick your pillow underneath your head or your lumbar or wherever you need it right now. I think I'm actually going to put mine under my knees to help elevate them a little bit. Make sure you still work on your scalp massage. And your eye strain exercises. And try your best to put aside any to-do lists and try your best to forget about anything that happened before this. So once again, turning to the present moment to ground us and just respecting this time, respecting our time that we are taking for ourselves right now for this. So nice little massage at the temples. Move your eyes in slow circles with your eyes open, or you can always close your eyes for some extra relaxation here. Try to relax the skin of the face. Today is going to be all about the stretching starting now. So full body stretch. You can squeeze your shoulders up to your ears if you'd like. Take some organic movement of your choice. Of course, throughout this whole thing, however you feel like your body needs to be stretched. So just think about the present moment. Try to let go a little bit and just let your body lead, because it knows what it needs sometimes more than our brains do. Of course, it's all connected, but you know what I mean, hopefully. So right away, we can take the knees up to the chest, give ourselves a little hug, and think about this as an act of service for future you. So setting future you up for success and taking care of past you. So the present you is giving yourself a nice hug, rocking side to side a little bit, smiling, just letting it all go. can always lift up the legs here, try to straighten them, or not, whatever works best for you. If your hamstrings are tight like mine, you can always leave a generous bend, touch the toes. And as I knock my water bottle over, why don't I just get up real quick and drink some water real quick, move my pillow out of the way over here. Trying to organize this area, so I added this little shelf. Not really sure it's working out, but we'll see. Can always grab a yoga strap or a homemade yoga strap. This is literally like the bottom of a t-shirt cut off because I made some of them in a crop tops. So grab that and get back on your back if you are not already there. You can always loop this around your feet and kind of use it to help you in your stretching here. It's going to be a very useful tool. So you can even grab like a long something. It can even be a piece of clothing, a scarf, whatever. And kind of use it to help create a little resistance here. Shoulders can stay on the mat. Elbows can stay on the mat if they reach. I know that sounds weird, but I mean, if you'd rather extend them, then go for it. Words are hard sometimes, I'm like, I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. So, keeping the right foot in your strap or homemade strap, you can let the left foot hit the mat and make sure you press into all four corners of that foot. Find your foundation there. You should be able to lift your toes if you found it correctly, and you can scoot that heel all the way up to your bum. You should almost feel like your low abs turn on a little bit here. You want your right hip to kind of drop in a socket. This should not hurt at all. So bend your knees as generously as you need to here. You're really just trying to stretch it and soothe it. So we're not really about meeting the edge today like a normal practice, but more focusing on the self-care aspect, tending to and trying to be relaxed. Can always grab the outer edge and do like a little happy baby here, moving slowly, mindfully, keeping that left foot pressing into the mat, both shoulders as relaxed as they can be on the mat. And just breathe. Straighten that leg out if you need to. You can always play with pointing and flexing the feet. And right foot comes to the ground. So both feet pressing firmly into the ground. Scoot them up towards your bum. Your lower back should be flat against the mat. I think that is what actually activates your low abs here. So it should all be feeling pretty solid up in here. Find your breath, and when you're ready, lift that left leg Do the same thing on the other side. So loop your thing, do a little lasso. Woo! Oh, I got it. Nice. And a little stretchy on this side. So feel it out. I'm sure it's going to feel different. We do use each side of our body a little differently, especially depending on which hand is dominant. You can always try doing a mind's eye visualization here, viewing yourself in your mind's eye if you are finding it hard to anchor yourself to the present moment. I did a video about that a couple weeks ago. If you haven't checked it out, highly recommend. Whenever you're ready, you can rock it on up. Dandasana, staff pose. Straighten those legs or bend the knees. You can always pop that pillow down under the knees or even sit on it. Just a nice, cozy stretching session today. Press into those heels. You can kind of find this pulsing back and forth here. Make sure you're bending at the hip. So you definitely want to focus on keeping your spine as straight as possible. Switching now, and I am going to go ahead and sit up on my pillow. You can always also sit on like a cushion or some sort of poof if you have a meditation poof. I'm going to do one leg in front of the other, so right leg comes in, left leg comes out. Your right fingertips or palm can touch the ground here, and the left arm is going to come up and over for a side body stretch. Try to make sure you're just stretching to the side. Feeling a wonderful stretch. Paying attention to your body and making sure you're not creating any areas of tension. You can kind of go back and forth between each side as it feels good. I'll leave us in silence for a few moments here while we feel this out. closing your eyes as needed. And switching legs, left leg can come in, right leg goes out. Same thing, can feel a little different on each side, depending on which foot is in front. Can take the hands all the way up. One hand can kind of pull the other a little bit for a different kind of side body stretch. So you got options as always. Play with it a little bit. Can always take it forward. Having the pillow underneath your bum here can create the extra space needed to come a little further here. Switching legs once more if you like, and if you want to go forward, fold over on this side. If not, you can just stay where you are, no worries. Oh, okay. Backing off if there's any discomfort. All right. Moving that pillow aside for a moment and dropping right into cat-cow, hero's pose, child's pose. If you don't know how we do here, here's how we do here. We basically dance and move freely between these. I mean, honestly, you can even feel free to do like a baby cobra here. So we can even add that to the little dance. Whatever you feel like you need today. Using the breath to guide you wherever it wants to take you. I feel like my headset's coming off. No worries, I have extra hair clips. I'm just gonna shove them everywhere. It's fine, this is fine. Till I can fork out a couple hundred for like a nicer headset one, then it is what it is. Oh. Okay. Whenever you're ready, you can kind of drop back into this little wide-legged hero's pose for a moment if you just need to find your breath. Smile a little. That can help. I know it might feel odd to just be smiling for no reason and you're gonna look like a crazy person, but it actually does release some serotonin into the brain. Aha! Pesky serotonin, there you are! So you can kind of come up onto the palms here like a wide-legged all fours. Straighten the spine, so bring the front body up to meet the back body, so the navel kind of goes in. And find your foundation here. When you do, you can leave your left hand on the mat. You can kind of put it in the center if you need to, and open up with the right arm here. Only a little if you need to. You can go wider if you're able. Oh, yes. And when you're ready, you can thread the needle. So take that right arm and then go underneath the left arm. So between your body and your left arm. Oh, my headset's in the way for this, but your right ear is gonna come to the ground, come to the mat. And best you can use this left arm to brace you. Keep your feet pressing into the mat. This should be a really awesome stretch in the trapezius muscle. As much as you're able, you can try your best to have both shoulders come to the ground. That, for me, is really awkward right now with this headset, but, you know, I'm making it work, so. And then you guessed it, we're doing the same thing on the other side. So whenever you're ready, right arm can come to the center of the mat. Make sure your elbow creases are facing forward when you do this. And that'll help you find your foundation. So lift up left arm. Try to make sure you're not crunching your neck. And when you're ready, thread the needle on this side. Oh, my upper body is so tight right now. Right arm can stay like this, fingertips or palms pressing into the mat to kind of aid you in stretching here. Or you can even kind of straighten that arm here to try to get both shoulders on the ground, or I guess both pecs on the ground. Ish. Coming out of that whenever you're ready, nice and slowly. We're going to move into some one-legged pigeons. So this is where the pillow is once again going to come in handy. We'll start off on the left side. So done these on the channel several times before. If you already know what you're doing, go for it. Oh, there's a goo in here. Hi, Gooba. The goo. Hey, sweet boy. That's Goo House right there. So you can start off on all fours here and move that left knee forward. Right leg comes back, straightens out. Move this pillow to come underneath your hip, and meanwhile you're kind of bending your left knee and trying to make this shin parallel to the mat, flexing that left foot. You can always look at the video if you're like, well, what are you talking about? Press into your palms to lift your upper body here, or you can always get down on elbows, use a block. If your forehead comes to the mat, let it. remembering to press into your foundation here, so everything that's touching the mat, your right foot, your right quad, elbows, palms, whatever it is bracing you. Maybe it's the forehead. And when you're ready, all you gotta do is bring that right leg up, sit on that pillow. That's the easiest way to come out of that one. And back to the other side. So move your pillow around or shift your body, whatever you need to do. Same thing. So acting like we're doing all fours. Right knee bends, left leg straightens, goes out. Right foot bent. Elbow creases facing forward. Feeling a very nice stretch in that left hip flexor. Smile, life is good. Explore here, explore your pose here. And when you're ready, same thing. So simply pull up that left leg and boom, look at that, you're sitting. All right. We're just gonna do a couple more things and we're done for today. I think we're done with the pillow unless you want to use it later for Shavasana. But here from all fours, we're gonna go ahead into a downward facing dog. Just real quick, or you can stay here if you feel like it. And you can simply walk those hands back, forward fold. Sink your weight back on your heels. Bend your knees as generously as you need to. Stick that bum up in the air. Wave it like you just don't care. And you can drop back into a low squat. And come to seated. From seated, you can make your way to your back. We're just gonna do some organic twisting here, so stretch it on out even more. Remember to keep both shoulders on the ground while you twist. Try not to overdo it. Eventually, finding some sort of stillness, or as I like to say on the channel, still-ishness. And dropping into Shavasana, corpse pose. This pose might seem like you're not doing much, but what you're really doing is letting the nutrients of your practice sink into your body. Yoga is traditionally meant to prepare the body for meditation, so you could always head into a meditation right after this. Whether it's one of mine or somebody else's. I encourage you to spend the next few minutes in Shavasana, focusing on your breath, not thinking about your to-do list, and just being for just a few more minutes. Just be. Thank you as always for taking the time with me today. Let me know how it's working out for you down in the comments, and if you have not already subscribed and would like to do so, now might be a great time before we lapse into some comfortable silence here and enjoy the rest of the Shavasana. And with that in mind, I'll see you in the next video, and take care of yourself.